Today, on Be Something Wonderful, I get it now. I am the proof. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. It actually is Sunday morning today, March 12, 2023. Yesterday I said it was Sunday morning. It was actually Saturday, but that's because I was up almost all night creating 2 videos and a lot of content for a lot of your questions. I have a big video this morning, also coming from several sessions yesterday. It was a busy day yesterday. A lot of these sessions were about specific people, SPs, but also about changes in physical appearance, and some about money. Another was about a house. All of it, though, I want to say, all of it points back to the same thing. All of it is about assuming that you already are that person that you want to be, that assuming that you already have it, and not looking for evidence out at the outer conditions, for evidence of who you are, for evidence of the reality that you're occupying. Do you see it? We're looking at the evidence, and then we're coming to assumptions and conclusions. This is much as I've talked about for the last several videos. So I really want to get at it today, that you are the evidence. And I'm going to bring up a few of these client sessions that are at different points in their understanding. The first thing I want to go with this subscriber and client, yesterday, new client, says, "Oh, Tom, I totally get it. I'm putting all those conditions there by my attention on them and assuming they are there and assuming they are there." Wow. This is an idea that I've been talking about the last few days, and always really have been talking about it, that everything that you see and experience, you put there. It all comes from within you. So it makes no sense to analyze it and judge it and come to all these conclusions. It's all you anyway. And you are looking as reality. Right? You're the lighthouse looking for its own light, right? It's the old thing about looking for proof in 3D conditions. It's that proverbial refrigerator light, right? When you're looking, you want proof that it shuts off when you close the refrigerator, when it's no longer within your attention, right? When you no longer have your light on it, your attention on it, it goes away. But you want proof, so you open up the refrigerator and the light comes back on. Do you see? You're always looking as reality, right? You are reality. When you say, I can't get past certain conditions, like a third party, which I've mentioned in the last few videos, or creditors constantly calling you, or bodily conditions, you continue to give them reality. You continue to put them out there. You continue to make them final and real in your experience. Hear that. That was the discussion that we had on the channel with that one video a few days ago, right, about that SP moving on to another person, right? And as I've always said with this, many of you interpret it as her not getting what she wants, or giving up. Remember, that's your assumption. That's how you feel about your reality. That's how you feel about your SP situation. You're just interpreting your state of being, your assumptions, and then projecting them on her situation. Do you see? It has nothing to do with that. She could have persisted and decided to persist and see only what she wanted to see with that old SP, and that would have been her reality. So we're not going to get too much into that. I want to get into this new stuff here. Remember, imagining and affirming and then looking for proof those conditions disappeared and it's working only creates those conditions. Do you see? When you look out, as you imagine and affirm, and you're getting into and you're going within, but then you're looking out for proof of that those conditions disappeared, you create them as you look out. You are the light. You are the lighthouse looking with your own light, right? You're opening the refrigerator door and the light comes back on. Do you see what you're looking for? Proof that it's working. You've got to know that you are the proof. That when you assume it, when you declare it, it's done. So let's get to this a little bit more. When you resist, this is what Neville Goddard says, when you resist evil, you give it your attention. You continue to make it real. When you renounce evil, you take your attention from it and give your attention to what you want. When we're talking about evil, we're talking about conditions that are no longer your choice. The unwanted reality, the undesired reality. When you resist that undesired reality, you give it your attention. and you continue to make it real. When you renounce that reality, in other words, what does renounce really mean? It doesn't mean reject, run away from, complain about. It means simply take your attention or your light from it. Remember, your awareness of being is pure light, pure love. And that manifests in what you consciously put your attention on in 3D reality, right? So pull your light from it, pull your attention from it, and it can't be there. As you look for proof that the conditions disappeared or that it's working, you continue to put your attention on what you don't want and make it real. You could continue to create a reality that it's not working and there's no proof. Do you hear this? So big today. So remember, it's the proverbial refrigerator light dilemma. Dilemma. We create the dilemma that I've talked about in previous videos. How do I know it turns off when I close the door? By closing the door and removing your attention from it. That's how you know. Do you hear it? Just close the door and move your attention from it. It's off. You've got to know it's within you. There's the refrigerator. He's saying, stop doing that. Stop opening the door and looking. You are the proof. You are literally the lighthouse, the light looking for its own light. You can't see that light because you are that light, right? So you are the light looking for evidence of your own light. Instead, go within. If you want to know how the refrigerator light turns off, go within and see what you desire to be and have and what you desire to see, and that will be your only reality. The unwanted conditions no longer are your experience. The unwanted conditions are no longer your experience. Go within, and then you know, right? Then those conditions, the light goes off. The light from those unwanted no longer exists. You pull your light from it, they disappear, they dissolve. They go back in to the quantum field of probabilities or possibilities. They're no longer your reality. So big today. So remember, there are no facts. Nothing's final. There's no such thing as successful manifestation or failure. There were a few comments on the last few videos a few days ago. I'm saying, well, I can't get over that person failed to manifest. Remember, that's your assumption. You feel like you're failing to manifest. You feel that failure is possible. You feel like there are facts that can be finalized, and that those facts, if finalized, they're not getting reality. You're looking at a snapshot, a frame of this other SP, right? Her SP getting married and her with another guy that she fell in love with. And you're creating in that frame a failure and her settling. It has nothing to do with that. And so that all comes from your assumption. And as some of you continue to dig into your own limiting beliefs, your own state of feeling lack or seeing that as a failure, right? Well, I just can't get over it. The facts are there. You create those facts. Those are your assumptions, right? They have nothing to do with her. She's fulfilled, right? That's all comes from your assumption of collapsing the wave of probabilities and declaring the unwanted conditions. You're perceiving as final, solid, the only reality. Do you see it? And I use that, I'm going back to that one video because it's important. She collapsed the wave. When she met that guy, she collapsed it, decided that, okay, I don't care about that marriage. Let that be real. I'm not interested in that, right? So you collapse the wave of problem, declaring your unwanted conditions. You're perceiving them as final, solid, the only reality. So if you're looking at conditions that you don't want, right, and you continue to assume them, and you continue to put your attention on them, you start collapsing the wave and see those as final, solid, your own reality. Just like your judgments and assumptions of that SP and that woman in a video. Your struggle, I think one of you wrote on the channel, I'm struggling to see this as a successful manifestation. Your struggle to see that anything as a successful manifestation creates the reality of failure, creates the reality of struggle. That's your reality. That's not a fact. You created that by your assumptions, by your opinions, by your views, right? That's all that you can perceive and see based on your limiting assumptions. You just see failure. You see someone not getting what they want. That's coming from your assumptions. That's coming how you feel about your reality, right? You can argue it, but remember, you only see what you are feeling and thinking and assuming within. You cannot, it's the law of being. So that's what we're saying there. So just give that some thought. There's no proof that this is another subscriber said, a comment also on that old video. There's no proof that the old SP was going to ever come around. If she did not meet someone new, she could possibly still be manifesting the old one with little or no change. That's your assumption. That's your reality. That's not the reality. That possibility exists for you, not for her. Do you see it? You created all of that there's no proof. Right? You're the refrigerator. Look, you're opening the refrigerator and seeing the light come on and saying, that marriage is still there. That person's not going to get what they want. Do you see it? You're looking for proof where you can't find it. Right? And if she decided to persist in the new reality because she is reality, that would have been it. Do you see this? Right? And then you use the words like chasing. She was chasing him, or she decided not to chase him, or she gave up. That's you. But we never use those words, neither did she. Did you see it? You created all of that perception. That's all your assumption, that you chase things, that you have to give up things. That's all you. I just want to really, that. We are our assumptions, all of us, right? That's your assumption reality. So why not see things as unlimited? Why not see her as getting what she wants? Why not see the potential that you can be, do, or have whatever you want instead of looking for the failure? Because you create the failure, you create the unsuccessful manifestation when you see that. There are no facts outside of you. You create it all. That's your assumption reality. That's you opening the refrigerator door over and over again, looking for proof that the light shuts off. You just keep up. Nope, no proof. The light's back on. No proof. Nope. If she did not meet someone new, she could possibly still be manifesting the old one with little or no change. It's just a total failure. That's you. Get it, guys? You chase. There's no outside power. You choose. You don't chase, you choose. That's what she was doing. There's no outside power. You are the proof. Who and what you are conscious of being. What your assumptions are. You can either have this assumption, I can't get past the idea of a third party, like that client a few days ago. Remember, her initial state of being was, I can't get past that third party. That assumption was deep within her. And it could be possible that she never moved from that assumption. She decided not to move it. She decided not to get over the third party. But she did decide to move to total fulfillment, a state of total bliss, a state of knowing that she has everything. Despite not being able to get over that third party, she just let that go. Do you see it? So everything is unfolding perfect. And so instead of believing that, she dropped that idea of I can't get over the third party and moved to everything's unfolding perfectly and leading to all I desire. That's powerful. You are the proof. All of these lessons came together yesterday in one beautiful unfolding, right? This other client session said this, for me, it's no big deal. I know what I decide is the only reality. This is her. She's gone, this session, she called and scheduled a session, and a first-time client after watching those videos, because she goes, Tom, I know, I get what you're saying. I know when there's a third party that I'm creating it. And then I know that I can just as easily drop it. She's had this experience, right? When I slip in, this is what she said, when I slip into worry or doubt, third parties appear. And then she started laughing. And when I change my assumption, guys come out of the woodwork, literally come out of the blue, right? She didn't use woodwork, she said blue, I think, or out of nowhere, showing interest in asking me out. Do you see it? She's playing in 3D reality. She's enjoying it, right? She's having fun with this. She knows that it comes in and out. She's having a ball with 3D conditions, right? Do you get it? No matter how much you affirm, imagine, and want proof, you can never see beyond a conviction. Hear this. This is really the big takeaway today. You can never see beyond your conviction of non-fulfillment. You can never see beyond your conviction of failure, beyond your conviction that something wasn't successful, beyond your conviction that things have to be a certain way or manifest a certain way or unfold a certain way to be correct or to be successful. You'll never get by that, right? No matter how much you imagine and affirm, right? Conviction creates reality, right? When Neville Goddard talks about the feeling, he's talking about the feeling of absolute conviction within. That's the feeling. So stop looking for proof. You are the proof, right? Sit in the miracle of yourself and know that you are the proof. Like Seth said, instead of sitting in the miracle of yourselves and looking for proof, it's your inner eyes I would open. That's what Seth through Jane Roberts said. Open your inner eyes and know that you are the proof, that you are the light that the lighthouse is looking for. You don't have to look any further. This is why she got it now, that I am the proof of everything I want, of everything I desire, of everything I will be. I am the proof. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. As I mentioned, there will be a live stream on the membership channel. I want to get that announcement out today, and it will be coming. And just thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the videos, sharing the videos, commenting. Thank you for this great discussion as we level up together. Right, as we start seeing that we are everything, that we are our walking assumptions and thoughts and feelings, and that there's nothing outside of us. It's a beautiful thing. And don't forget, we have an Instagram and Twitter. You can visit us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin. We have a Facebook group, the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, or just go to our website anytime at tomkearin.com. or besomethingwonderful.com for all that information and more. As I mentioned, soon later this month, we're going to be visiting Lima, Peru, and Cusco, Peru. We're going to be coming to you with videos and powerful content from there, so look for that. Creators, with great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude, we will see you soon.